Great.
Hi, this is Josh from Shamma Sandals, and today on Run With Us, we are going to be running at Wilder Ranch State Park, and we are going to be running on the Coastal Loop Trail, followed by the trail that leads to 4 Mile Beach up the coast. So come on, let's go. I'm actually running with my cousin Eric, who's a fine runner indeed. No, Eric and I are both just Joe Pro type of guys, but it's fun. It's a beautiful morning, and so it's always good when you get to run with family. Here we go. All right, so we ran up from the farmhouse that's in the background, and there's a little trail that's going to take us across the railroad tracks here. You want to follow that path, and we're heading out towards the sea. So here we go. Let's get a good shot of Eric running. Full stride, full glory. Do it, Eric. With your Nikes. A lot of stuff, you can't find the stuff you want like at the store anymore. I was actually at Best Buy yesterday looking for a GPS watch, and so I finally get someone to help me. It's like talking me through everything, and then so we go over. I'm like, so can I see any of these? He's like, sure. We go over there looking them up on the computer. He's like, oh well, this one we can order it. We can have it in like 4 or 5 days. This one we can order it and have it in 4 or 5 days. And this one, there was only one available. And I'm like, I'll think about it. Yeah. Let's see, I can pay no taxes and have it shipped to my door by Sunday morning. Probably gonna wait a week and drive back across town. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna choose. It's a big decision.
It's funny because that exact same thing happened to me yesterday. I was at Patagonia and I asked them for their puffiest jacket. The lady walked me around the store and showed me all the jackets and straps. But online you can find our thickest ones.
But you're at the store. In the midst of our little hissy fit here over the accessibility of goods at the store. The trail is beautiful. It's an awesome day. Man, it's a vlog, Eric. Show off that running form. Well, so far, this is a great morning. It was a little cold. That's just because I was being a wimp. It was only like 49. Not bad. A little brisk September morning here in Santa Cruz. And this is the best time of year. Don't tell anyone that. We have enough tourists here as it is. But this is really the best time of year, because the marine layer, the fog kind of stays off the coast a little bit. This last August was miserable, and it was, to steal a quote from Mark Twain, who said, the coldest winter of my life was summer in San Francisco. The same could be said about Santa Cruz. It was just foggy every day. You start to get depressed. You're like, where's my summer? And winter's coming right down the pipe. Anyways, this stuff is beautiful out here. Just a gorgeous day. Hope some of this is coming across in the video. So on this run, basically we're just going up the coast for probably another, as far as we want to go. There's a beach about 4 miles up from Wilder Ranch, and we'll see how far we want to go. So we're just gonna go weaving in and out along the coast, and basically these kind of views the whole way. The waves down there by the beach, all the birds, pretty amazing. All right, I'll be quiet for a minute. Oh, no way. You hear the seals?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Dude, the light is amazing. One of the best things about this run is when you turn from the sea, as the trails jog back inland, the views towards the mountains are pretty awesome too. So it really doesn't matter, you know, which way you're running. It's all good out here at Wilder Ranch. Other thing is, there's like rabbits running back and forth across the trail. You see lots of wildlife. You definitely see more when you go up towards the mountains, but out here on the coast, like we just saw some seals, tons of birds, some rabbits, so lots of good stuff out here. Better catch up to Eric again. So we're right near the end of the coastal trail, the coastal loop that's right near the Wilder Ranch parking lot and all that. So that thing's just a loop. It would take you back to the parking lot area. But what we're gonna do, we're going past these farmhouses because yes, there's farmers here, and this is a very you know, it's still a farm area that's in use all the time. And we're going down to the railroad tracks here. And then we're gonna head north on the railroad tracks. Here we go. All right, so when we get to the end of the railroad tracks, we're gonna look for a path and go left, and we're basically gonna be doing what we previously had been doing, which was running along the coast, except this trail is much longer. So here's the trail, the rest of the coastal run. Take a left here. The trail gets a little thinner here for a while, but I think it opens up to get out there a little farther. This trail is kind of intense, super narrow, it's grass, it's sloped. It's difficult running at the moment. But look at that. There's the ocean again. We're getting ocean views again. And I think we're almost to the end of this difficult portion of the trail, and it's gonna be well worth it because we're gonna have tons more great views and running on the cliffs. The only thing that sketches me out about the cliffs is they do collapse from time to time, and I don't want to be there when it happens. But other than that, it's pretty safe out here. Are you going faster on purpose? I hope you're enjoying this. I think we got, what is that out there? I think those are Brussels sprouts. I think they farm Brussels sprouts out here. I could be wrong. Or cabbage, is it cabbage? It looks a little tall to be cabbage, don't you think? Anyways, I'm just having a good time out here. Beautiful morning, beautiful views. Can hang out with my cousin Eric, have some good conversations. Hope you're all enjoying this. There's the ocean. Right there. Amazing. I think artichokes were earlier. They have got a little spikier,
they do, huh?
sharper look to them.
Yeah, they have like the 5.
Oh, mud. Should have brought my mountain goats.
Is that area there?
The beach?
Is that 5 miles?
I think it's up there a ways. It's by the by those, not these trees, but I think the next trees. It's quite a ways.
Yeah. And at one point, I feel like I've surfed there a couple times.
Yeah.
Either 4 mile or 5 miles.
What's your favorite surfing spot in Santa Cruz?
Oh, anywhere where there's not a crowd. So probably up here.
Oh, with the great white sharks?
Yeah, it's fine. I gotta swim with great white
Then, yeah, Riley came home or visited us for dinner yesterday, and he was like, oh, he was so bummed. He went out to Pleasure Point. It's like there was no waves. There's just huge surfboards slamming into people, and you know, they're all from out of town. They didn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
He was like despondent. It's like, I just shouldn't even have surfed. My friends weren't there. Just sitting out in the ocean.
Yeah, surfing's over for me.
Oh, no.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much of a scene. Take a fashion show out there. Here's a shot of the surfers.
We're trying to figure out where we're going to. It looks like there's a bunch of surfers out there. We're trying to figure out if that's 4 Mile Beach. I think that would make a lot of sense. I think it's by these trees. There's like some trees on that point there. So we're gonna run there. Eric kind of knows a little better than I because he surfed it. And he was happy there when he surfed instead of angry. But here we go. We're just gonna keep following this trail. It's really cool out here. Back towards the mountains and then around to the sea.
That's a good one, little wild
Wild radish. Oh.
You're eating those?
No, get me one. Sounds killer. All right, wild radish. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is the wild radish.
That one might not be very good, but give it a whirl.
All right. Oh, here's kind of a bigger, fatter one.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, as long as we don't get rampant diarrhea. Cheers. Ooh, that's got a little kick now. That's good. Wild radish. Should we eat mushrooms next? Wild mushrooms and see which ones are poisonous and which aren't.
Dude, you get some of them that are like, they're super soft, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the seeds harden. They're not good.
That thing,
More bitter. Good?
that one tasted pretty good actually. It tasted a lot like horseradish.
Yeah, where the seeds harden.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing was soft. I don't know.
Okay, there you go. That's a good one.
All right.
When they're green, once they start turning kind of purple.
Nice.
I learned this in 7th grade.
Second grade. I thought this was like new backpacking knowledge you've gained.
It was here we came up as a class.
Oh.
Taught us a little bit about surrounding areas. Big Doug do some owl food. Rice bone. Sweet.
It got a little bumpy there. We're getting close to 4 Mile Beach. So we've seen rabbits, we've seen seals, saw a whole bunch of birds, we ate radishes. It's been a pretty successful trip so far. We hit the railroad tracks again. We're following them north, and we're hoping to find 4 Mile Beach before we turn around. So here we are, going north, and I think we're close. So all told, if we did that beach loop or the cliff loop, which is about 2 miles, and we do the run there and back to 4 Mile Beach, get a nice solid 10-mile run today. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if is there a sign or anything, Eric, that says 4 Mile Beach?
No idea.
Okay. So we won't even really know if we got there or not, but we've been running a while. So at least we had a good time. Surfers. See out there's surfers. Surfers making their way down here to the point. Let's see. I think this way. I think this is it, Eric. Eric and I have actually gone on a number of adventures together. Eric got into backpacking a few years ago. How many years ago now? 6 years. He's like a real savage. He was walking around in Alaska by himself in Denali Park with the grizzlies. For how long?
I've been there for 10 days.
10 days is about 9 days too long, or way too long. I mean, did you ever see them or hear them?
Yeah, I had one come in to me about 50 yards. It was really scary. He backed away slowly. You're supposed to make a lot of noise when you're walking by yourself so you don't scare them.
Uh-huh.
And I was doing that. And he popped out of the bushes to see what was going on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, so I've backpacked with Eric in the Sierras quite a bit. And you know, there's always the worry of black bears coming in and rooting through your food. But I've never really been afraid of them like eating me. But a grizzly, Eric, it's a completely different matter.
That's a different story. They'll eat you. Some surfers right here.
All right, let's ask them. Maybe we were all excited. Oh yeah, we ran so far. The surfers are like, hey, this is 3 Mile Beach. So we got a little ways to go. Onward and upward. So Eric, what was your little point here?
That we were gonna fake, like we ran to 4 Mile.
Yeah.
So I just made it to
And what's
3
your...
mile. I think that with all the twists and turns that we made, pretty sure we ran 4 miles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Easily.
I feel like it could be almost considered a 10-mile run.
Oh yeah.
No, 3 would be fun. So hopefully just be 3.5, maybe. And then we'll turn around. Anyways, boy, the vegetation's getting pretty tall here. It's kind of hard to see the coast, but the cliff is like 10 feet away that way. Anyway, so we're gonna run to those trees up there, and then we're gonna turn around wherever that is. Ooh, the surfers. All right. So that's 4 Mile Beach right there. We're walking for a minute. We earned it.
I've never surfed 3 Mile, but definitely surfed out here.
Sweet, man.
Oh, by that rock. Apparently my buddy's dad was jumping into the water as he was in the air one time, saw a great white in the water, landed, swam right back.
It's awesome here right now.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the run. Yeah, we're not very far from Ano Nuevo, which is where the elephant seals congregate. It's probably 20 miles up the coast from here, and a lot of salt in the eyes. There's a ton of great white sharks out there. I guess this is like a battle between the elephant seals and the great white sharks. Pretty much. And it's probably a toss-up who wins, huh? I don't know. I'm not a sharkologist. It's like when you're younger, you can just knock out all those pull-ups.
Oh yeah.
Because you're lifting like 50 pounds.
Yeah, now it's like lifting a giant sack of potatoes.
Oh gosh.
80 pound sack of potatoes.
It's horrible. I did put pull-ups yesterday. I only do them once every other week.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're tough.
I did 6 sets of 8. By the end of it, I just wanted to die.
Yeah.
So painful. And they're way harder than push-ups. Like you can do tons more push-ups, but there's something about just hanging there and knowing you have to lift your own body weight. It's pretty demoralizing. So we're returning from 3.5 Mile Beach. I don't know, we think maybe 4 Mile Beach we got to. And first we started out pretty slow. It's actually been a pretty long run. And but I think we're finally picking up the pace again. Starting to move pretty good. Some more rabbits on the trail. Let's see if we can. Oh, it ran away. Yeah, rabbits all over the place up here. I think I have a really good rabbit story, but I'm gonna save it for when we go up the other trail one of these days. So you gotta stay tuned for that. I was actually talking with, it was actually in the interview with Jeff Moreno. He was saying that one of the things that, you know, our bodies need is variation. And so his whole point was he likes to run on trails. Kind of like you're saying, you like to go up and down on your runs. And variation is a really good thing. And that makes sense because if you think about any kind of repetitive motion injury, you're just locked into this tight little corridor of movement. And so it makes sense that, you know, changing it up a little bit, you're giving a certain part of your joints, your legs, your muscles, a little chance to break, get a break. You know what else? The trail is like, there's a lot of ruts on it.
Yeah.
So it does kind of make your ankles and feet work a little extra. So this is a pretty long run, and we're getting closer now. I'd say we have about 2.5, 3 miles to go. And the views are just awesome at this point. All these little cliffs and turns. Keep going, Eric. Make it a great shot. Eric's like, he's getting pretty tired now, but look at that. It's just amazing out here. Are you getting tired yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. All right, but good news is we just made it back to the railroad track. We only have about 1 mile to go. And then we'll be back to the farmhouse, the Wilder Ranch farmhouse, and we'll be done. So even though I'm tired, I'm encouraged. I'm hopeful. Even if Eric isn't. What are we getting after this, Eric? What are we eating? I'm kind of thinking about going to La Cabana.
Okay, what's that?
A little Mexican place Eggs and chorizo. All right. That's awesome. And maybe we'll even get donuts afterwards if we're lucky. So at the railroad tracks, you want to take a left, and it's going to take us right up to the main road entrance. We're going to go past a few little fields. I don't know, they're growing some different stuff out here. I think I've even seen lavender being grown out here. We'll see. Almost there. There's a parking lot up ahead. And some of these fields are right before us. Alright, see if we can figure out what this is. Oh, these look like some kind of zucchini, maybe?
Squash.
Yeah, squash. Let's see what we got down here.
Oh, it's a pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkins. Awesome. There's a pumpkin, still really green. That makes sense. We got about a month to go. Month and a half till Halloween. All right. No, we didn't just walk the whole thing. Well, just past the little ranger station. Eric's about 150 yards back, 200 yards back. He's over it. But I am running because I'm getting really close to the bathrooms over here, and they've got a drinking fountain. I'm super thirsty. So that's where I'm headed. Let's see. There we are. It's just out in the distance. All right, here we are. Making the last little run down into Wilder Ranch. Back to where we started. Eric's exhibiting really good running form. So you actually like wearing that long shirt, huh, Eric?
Yeah. It's a sweat out.
I can't do it, man. We're like the total opposites. When we go backpacking, Eric's just like fully coated, long hat that covering his ears and everything.
His pasty skin, I'm allergic.
He's allergic to the sun. I've got like shorts on and a hat, and that's about it. My sandals, big old backpack. But I couldn't do it with all the sweating. Oh, anyways, here we are. We made it. We are back at the little area behind the barns, and I guess this is where I sign off. Anyways, so that was the Wilder Ranch State Park Coastal Loop Trail, as well as the trail up to 4 Mile Beach and back, and maybe it was like 3.5 miles. But anyways, we had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed running with us. We'll see you next time. Later.